And we're live. I hope. Yes. We are indeed. Hello, everyone.
Yellow.
Yellow. I am not alone again, which is quite nice. Last time was a lot of fun, and now we are determined to finish the game together today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Without any technical hiccups and stuff. Let's go into the game. I forgot where I saved, but yeah, it should be...
And back at the lair of the Scaled Lord.
Oh! Yeah, it's like we just had a really intensive battle, and now everyone's like, wait.
You're back?
You're back? What?
Yeah. Lucy was actually, talking to us, and I was like, what took you so long? It's been a month!
Wait, has it? Oh no. I thought it was.
Maybe?
I thought it was 2 weeks.
It might have been 2 weeks. I don't know. 2 weeks is like a month.
Yeah, I mean, it's half of a month, so.
That's true. I think I was just expecting it to be longer because you were like, we'll see how you talked about how long it could have taken.
Yeah, but I was determined to come back today because I feel like if I came back today, during Christmas season or whatever, I feel like. I don't know, I might have been more like, I don't want to stream.
The fair.
And then it would have been like, oh no, I didn't make my New Year's resolution of streaming every month. Also, you know what's... I forgot to share the stream. Wait, give me a second.
Share the... You want... Oh, well, actually,
I mean, usually I just share it in Kratos' server because that's where some of the people are that I know. And I don't know. I have a few followers on Twitter, now known as X, but
yeah, don't.
I don't.
You're allowed to dead name it. It's fine.
Yeah, I know. So I don't know if I I always get so embarrassed sharing my stream. It's
don't. You have to get your name out there.
I know.
It's called having pride in your work and what your craft.
I know.
And this is a craft.
I know, but it's just the whole thing of just I want to talk to people, but I don't want to be perceived, I don't know if you know that struggle.
Sometimes you just have to jump. I jump over the cringe, and I simply accept who I am.
That's so powerful, but I'm like. I don't know if I can do that. Also,
unrelated.
Hi, Omega Star. Okay, go on.
I beat Murders on the Yangtze River.
Ooh.
Excellent game.
Nice.
I actually I have issues with Tyrion Cuthbert. I have much less issues with Murders on the Yangtze River. It's really just a good game. But
that's also an indie game, right?
Also, it's an indie studio game.
Yeah.
Whereas this is the credits of Tyrion Cuthbert you can read in a second.
Okay.
But Murders has a studio at least in China. So
okay. Yeah.
I do recommend. They also have a DLC campaign coming.
Nice. Yeah, like I said, I am excited to play that, but I don't want to play Peak again.
You gotta get a Satori Investigations going.
Yeah, I gotta play Peak,
That's true, and peak, and then also mid.
Yeah, that's why. It's funny. In the description, I even put a little thing of I went straight into the second game because I want to play peak and not mid. So yeah, that's why I'm playing the second game. Yep.
Perfect choice.
But anyway. That's gonna be after the stream if we even get there.
Yeah.
Now we want
to
go into the finale of this first.
Does this mean you?
I successfully nullified Celeste's blood contract. Where are my wings? I had cute angel wings.
Yeah, but they were only in hell.
Man. You look in your satchel and check the place where you've been keeping her contract. I finished mid and it was fine, but now I'm curious about P, currently at case 2. Hell yeah. So, you know what, Omega? Since you are at case 2, you can watch the second part of the stream, because that will still be case 1 of the first game. I don't think we're gonna move much past case 2, so you can stick around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We won't spoil.
Yeah, we won't spoil. Now I'm determined not to spoil. Before I was like, well, I don't care, but now I am. Now I am conscious of a person watching who could be spoiled, so I will shut my mouth. But later. You only find a pile of ash. It appears that it's completely disintegrated. That's metal, man.
Just still alive. How?
You! At first, you think she's glaring at you, but then you realize she's breaking the fourth wall.
Me?
You little bitch! There's the bitch. Could have accepted losing to Heavenspawn, but you...
What are you talking about? Tyrion's the one that beat you. Wait, I remember what really happened now.
Oh?
Tyrion, please wake up! You can't die!
It appears that he's quite dead.
You
should be more careful, Celeste. You might hurt someone if you swing that dangerous thing around.
I was right about you all along.
So right, Acheron.
Should have never trusted you.
I like your enthusiasm, but there's still something you can do to save him.
Oh god, wait, who was it? I think it was me.
Maybe.
Was it? What? What? Oh no, actually no one, because he's dead.
Oh yeah, right. I don't think we had a flashback, right?
No, we did not.
We did not.
Because otherwise, well, maybe. I don't know. It depends. Do you want to take Garrick, or I want to take Garrick? I don't know.
I mean, he does not have much more dialogue, right?
Yeah, that's true. He's about to kick the bucket.
You can kill me. I'm gonna be him.
Break the ice.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna. Wait. I kill myself. Never mind. What is this?
Do you feel that pit of dread in your chest? It's the same fear that my dad felt after you stabbed him.
Oh. And with his life, you'll have your beloved Tyrion back. What are you waiting for? End him, Celeste.
I can't.
What? What are you talking about?
Tyrion, he wouldn't want this.
He never has to know, Celeste. I can protect you from his Eye of Horus.
That doesn't matter. I can't do it. It's just...
This man literally killed your adoptive father. Not to mention he's a dead man walking. You've lived a lifetime of killing people. What's one more person? I won't suffer your self-righteous pity, bastard.
Don't misunderstand me. Right now, I want nothing more than to end your worthless life. But Tyrion's ideals are what saved me. That part of him is so wonderful and so beautiful. I can never betray those ideals, not even if it's to save him.
You're actually serious, are you? You'd seriously sacrifice him to honor his idiotic ideals?
I wouldn't do it. I'm not gonna sign that contract.
Contract? Ah, I see now. What? So you're his little consort, aren't you? Vigaqua.
Damn it.
Wait! Get out of the way, you idiot!
Drop the weapon, Pierce. Don't be stupid.
The only stupid one here is you, bastard! You should have known from the beginning. No matter what you chose, they were never going to let me live.
They?
But if I'm picked to die, then it's going to be on my own terms.
Wait, stop!
Damn.
I'll see you all in hell.
I don't remember seeing him there.
Yeah.
Dang it! Damn it! Menos.
Are you trying to heal him?
It's too late. He aimed straight for his heart.
Damn. No. Come on, you waste of human flesh. Wake up. I need you alive.
I mean, Pierce has killed at least 2 people?
Yeah.
Actually, no, he killed himself. 3 people.
Yeah. So
Because he killed Celeste's dad and then Celeste's dad's sister. But he didn't, like, I hate that you don't, like, ever hear him, like, regret any of that, except for, like, maybe that, the time he tried to kill, or he did kill the dad. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. He wasn't very regretful.
No.
Are you
No regrets. I do it again.
Are you trying to heal her to kill him again? Yes, exactly, Acheron. Let's raise him from the dead just to kill him again.
Well, yeah. So that way I can bring back Tyrion, obviously.
Yeah. That's a cool sound effect. Ah! What the hell did you just do?
Pierce is dead and I signed your stupid contract. Now bring Tyrion back.
No. No.
Pierce was dead anyways, so I thought I could catch her on a technicality.
I mean, you did. Kind of.
Yeah, it was just, but I never realized what I actually did.
You got the technicality. It just,
It's just that-
saved your life.
But, like, a technicality that still, cost my soul if it wasn't counted. Well,
Well, you rendered my blood contract faulty. You ruined everything. And where do you get off acting like you are any better than them? Celeste
seriously, what?
learned the lawyer bullshit faster than anyone. To be honest, she should 1v1 tomorrow. Okay, why? they just made up. They are not
We're
fighting
now-
anymore.
We are now family.
Yeah, she is now her mother-in-law, kind of, soon to be. You know, they don't need to
Yeah.
1v1. Ideals, righteousness. Don't give me that bullshit. Okay, Akechi. I could have accepted losing to a heaven spawn, but you're human. You're a goddamn killer. All of you are rotten to your disgusting course. You would all tear out each other's throats if I gave you the smallest reason to do so. Tyrion is the only person here with a trace of the celestial self-righteous morality. Damn, I don't know if I want to accept that compliment, man. That feels backhanded. If that's what you think of them, you really don't know anything about humanity. Celeste is far more than what you're saying. She's far more caring and empathetic than I am. I could never even come close. And it has nothing to do with whether I'm a Heavensborn or if she's a human. But I think I understand you a little more, Eris. Is that so? Let me ask you a question, Eris. Did you feel any amount of satisfaction when you killed my mother?
What?
So, you figured that out, did you? When you went on that little tirade about how much you enjoy killing Heavensborn, I had some suspicions. And how does it feel, Tyrion? The person who killed your mother, the person who ruined your entire life, is standing right in front of you. What do you have to say? Nothing to say. Say something, damn it! I think all I feel for you right now is pity. Oh, that's rich. You pity me? Your existence is an infinitesimal moment in my external existence. And yet you put all of this effort into making me suffer.
Eternal, not external.
Yeah, you know, whenever you just gotta go with it sometimes.
I exist only outside this room.
Well, was it everything you imagined it would be? Did it satisfy you at all? I bet you didn't feel anything when you killed my mother. It was just another drop of evil into your empty soul. I was excited. It was far too simple. I didn't truly make her suffer. That's why I didn't... Oh, is that right? Well, what if you did succeed in throwing me into despair? Would you have felt any sort of satisfaction? Of course, demons can't tell a lie, Aris. You can't lie to us, and you can't lie to yourself. No, that can't... And that's why I pity you. You are fated to be evil from the moment of your creation, weren't you? That's why you hate humanity so much. You envy us. What did you just say? You're envious of humanity. You don't grow. You don't change. You can't become a better version of yourself. You're right. Your existence probably will be eternal. You'll be eternally evil. And you'll be eternally unsatisfied and eternally pitiful. That's why you envy us, because you'll never be free from that fate. Yes, completely? You can't say it, can you? You can't refute my claim, because it would be a lie. You know what? Maybe you are right. Maybe I'll never be satisfied. Maybe I won't feel any satisfaction from killing you. But I'm still going to try. Okay.
I'm so sad that bug happens where the face just appears. The face texture is plops over the fire.
And the funniest thing is that before we started the stream, the game had an update with bug fixes, and that was not one of them.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of.
I would hope it would.
It had a whole demon vibe to it. Let's just say it was fitting.
It's a funny presence. It's like a little tiny hole in the fire.
Yeah, you know, it fits in with the glitching before that.
Yeah, exactly. To think you would threaten violence in my presence. Arrogant witch.
I mean, she does like to destroy the game. That's true. She did that.
Well, I suppose that solves that business.
He's like, well, okay, we're done. Fine.
Although,
she'll definitely be back one day. And when she does, I'll be ready.
For now, let's be satisfied that we finally discovered what happened.
Oh, right. About that.
Are you serious?
Wait. I feel disappointed that you didn't comment on my little reference with the age of the judge in your quiz. What was the wait? I'm sorry, that's important. I didn't comment? Wait, where was the reference again? Which one was it? Okay, because I don't get the reference. How can I comment on a reference I don't get? Also, one of Tyrion's last line that was meant more as a metaphorical way, as in she can't change because of the way the demon world is organized, or if she literally cannot change. Probably
I think
both.
She's been the same way for, eternal like a long time.
The rest is just what? Oh, because of the drag. Oh. Akron, okay. Akron, this is the perfect time to tell you the whole aging, sorting the characters by age is really evil, because this is like the least memorable thing about a character. Like, unless it's like plot relevant, right? Usually you'll be like, oh yeah, this character's, I don't know, 36 or whatever, and then you forget about it. Like, unless it's a main character, I'm not remembering their age. Even
the main characters, I don't remember.
Exactly. Like,
they're at least 18, I think.
Yeah. So, especially if you... So, I don't remember the ages, so I'm usually going off of looks. But this is, like, also, like, bad, because this is anime. And in anime, the characters are way younger than you would think there are.
Yeah.
Or...
At least with, like, Ace Attorney, you have multiple games to track, like, their ages. So, like, I remember how, like, you know, Maya is, like, 17 and then becomes 19, and then, like, Phoenix is 24 to 26. Yeah, but to be fair, those are, like, ordered by cases, so you're supposed to judge them in a certain case. Like, you have all the characters from the first case, and there are all the age that are in this first case, so you have one age that they are at that point, so you can't sort them. So that's fine. It's just and their age doesn't really come back in like their background. Like Phoenix, like he goes to like part of his backstory is his college years and his like, you know, like past that.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Yeah. 23. Okay. I may be mixing up.
You
but,
know
like,
what's
this one? We are old enough to be lawyers, and we are also. There's not a law school, and we're in a fictional magical realm. Yeah, also, it's kind of funny because the age is like constantly displayed, but I'm literally never looking at the top row of the text box. I'm always looking at the text because I'm reading it, you know? I will pay attention to occupation, but like, you know, the arcane arts kind of like fly, like I've completely lost track of any of those.
Yeah, I mean, they don't matter anyway because anyone can learn any spell.
Yeah.
So it's more important to keep in mind who has what spell than what their arcane art is. So, yeah.
After all that, we still don't know who the patron is. Okay.
Wait, do we have the dragon? Actually, he is actually in our profiles. He actually has 1, 2, 0, 3. So that is a good reference that I sadly didn't get. I'm sorry, Acheron. Sorry to disappoint. Please, answered all the other questions correct and Kratos got everything wrong. I am so disappointed in Kratos that he doesn't... Like, his answer for the 9th question is so stupid. Like, how do you not remember that?
I need a link to this quiz. What? Acheron, can you... maybe Fane.
It's in Kratos' server. He's usually...
I don't want to go back in Kratos' server. People keep messaging me in there. I don't like...
I mean, I can send you the questions if you want to.
Yeah, you know what? Just do that.
Yeah, because Akron has... We are at question 9 right now, and so far he has been, like, every 2 days he has been sending, like, 2 questions, and one day we had 3, I think? Or maybe... No, I'm stupid. Anyway, he has been... Yeah, just send him them. That would be quite nice. Like, we are... Wait, are we at question 9 or 8? I'm confused. Anyway, he has been sending us questions every 2 days, and we have been answering these, and Akron has been keeping score. And Kratos so far has 0 points, and I have 4, I think.
Yeah, maybe Kratos didn't play... I mean, I guess Kratos did play them, like, quite literally almost 10 years ago now. Some of those games. And some of the games he hasn't even played. I think he didn't play... He never played... Was it Hollow Justice?
No, he has played. He has played... I'm pretty sure he has... Okay, I don't think he has played Justice for All because he watched Mega's Let's Play, I think.
Yeah.
But I feel like for Ace Attorney that should count. And, I mean, he got... So, I'm not gonna say the answer to the question, but one question was, in the second case... The autopsy report gets updated. What was the update? Like, what was updated about it?
Time of death,
Interesting. You would say that.
right? Is that... That's the one I like, I'm pretty sure I remember, is the time of death.
Okay, I'm sorry, Acheron, you're gonna have to mark this one as wrong, because it's not the time of
What?
death. It's, that she could have stayed alive. Like, she didn't die instantly,
Oh.
she stayed alive for a few minutes, so she could write the dying
That's the time
message.
of death, isn't it? That counts.
That's not the time of death.
Yes, it affects the time of death.
You can argue that with Acheron.
I will, you know what?
You-
Your Honor.
yeah.
Almost Christmas doesn't mean it was Christmas.
Yeah, so just meaning she stayed alive for a few more minutes doesn't mean it was the time of death, but whatever.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. Alright,
Yeah, anyway.
back to this.
Yeah, we got sidetracked, I'm sorry. Yeah, also, by the way, like I said, there are, so far, almost every case had a question where you had to order all the characters by age. And those are like, I didn't get any of those right from any case. Those are hard. Just so you are prepared.
Just just send me a friend request. It's my regular name.
Okay.
It's fine. At this point, I'm just glad Miss McCoy wasn't the true mastermind behind this.
Speaking of which, now that I've nullified her contract, Celeste should finally have her true memories back.
I do remember what happened. But it's still really fuzzy. I'm really trying to remember what was on Arya's contract when I caught a glimpse of it. But I think that's the memory Eris manipulated the most. Possible that she will need some time to fully recover from the Empress's demonic influence.
Do we get another day? Another day until she remembers? No.
But we don't have that kind of time. That damned demon led us around for the entire morning. Not to mention that we nearly lost an hour due to Cuthbert's disputing that contract.
So, we were like in quote-unquote hell, right? So did we just disappear in front of their eyes? Were they just standing around for an entire hour? Being like, you'll return.
You know, I wonder.
Like, he says this took an hour.
I think they had a lunch break.
Yeah, I was hoping that they would at least, like, I don't know, eat something or drink or whatever. Like,
There could be at least a vending machine out here, but there's nothing for miles!
no! Nobody invented the vending machine spell yet.
It's just past noon.
Right. We have less than 3 hours before every magical trace at the crime scene disappears. Oh, could you try testifying? That was me. Yeah, I thought that was you. Maybe reviewing everything will help jog your memory.
Okay, I'll do my best.
I remember that call tomorrow just in case Tyrion failed, that I probably had to wait. Yeah. So, they were just like chilling for an hour.
Miss McCoy, could you try to remember what happened during your business with the Empress of Discord?
Don't make it sound like that.
Discord or Discord?
Exactly.
I'll try my best. It could be worse. Every time someone else says the word Discord in Dual Destinies, I keep using my Discord soundboard to do that.
No. That's so evil. Wait, are you voicing specific characters from there, or are you just hanging out?
I'm not voicing any main characters.
Okay.
But, well, actually, no. How do I? I'm not paying the reoccurring characters. I'm just voicing the who am I voicing? I think what's her name? The sunflower girl who's also trying to be a judge.
Juniper.
Yeah, I don't really her name. That's how we're on case
Yeah.
3 of Dual Destinies. Who cares? No one likes that one.
Yeah. I don't know, did I tell you the story of how I enjoyed Dual Destinies a lot when I played it at first? But that's because I mostly didn't understand most of it.
What?
So
Wait, what?
so I didn't tell you that. So when I played Ace Attorney, I was like around 14, 15, so I couldn't really speak much English yet. And they released Dual Destinies only in English. They didn't translate it in German. So I had to play it in English. And since these games have so many technical terms, I was just basically Googling like every second word. And I feel like I didn't really understand the plot correctly, because after I played it, I was like, damn, best game ever. But recently, I watched a playthrough of like a few streamers who were playing it recently, and I was like, why did I like this game so much? The writing is kind of ass at points.
Was it the first one you played?
The first one I played in English, because the first 4 games they translated into German, so I didn't have that problem. But they didn't do
Actually,
that.
Apollo Justice trilogy probably has them in German.
Yeah, but that's like 10 years too late. But I'm glad that they're all translated into German now, because now I can recommend them to my friends.
Yeah, English, Japanese, French, German, Korean.
Yeah.
Simplified Chinese, traditional Chinese.
Now I'm only mad that Great Ace Attorney doesn't have a German translation. I get
Wait,
why.
that one's weird. Wait, what? No, wait, why?
Capcom. I don't know. It's
No, because I guess the money.
yeah, I don't. It's really weird because like I said, Dual Destinies was originally only in English. Spirit of Justice was originally only in English, and then
I think Great Ace Attorney Chronicles did well enough for like the other re-releases to get more options. So that's why
I
also
think.
like, Ace Attorney, Investigations collection also I think is all in those languages as well. So
especially since it's really weird because when they first did the original trilogy re-release, I think that was also only in English, and then they might have added that later, but I'm pretty sure. Or maybe I've just replayed it in English. I don't know, but
no, because I don't know. Because I remember like listening to listening to all the objections.
yeah.
And so like
Okay, maybe I'm misremembering that. Or
I don't know.
Maybe they re-released it once for the 3DS. I'm pretty sure, and then for the Switch, right?
Yeah, well, the Switch one is the modern re-release.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure the
same.
first re-release was not in German though, or maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping.
The audio is not. Oh wait, no, it's okay. It might. I don't know. It's got all the languages, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's just weird that Great Ace Attorney is.
Yeah, and that one especially since some of these characters is like, I'm gonna be honest, when I played that in 2021, with some of these accents, I was really struggling. I was struggling really hard. Be like,
Completely fair.
why did they have to talk like that? I mean, I know why, but it's just hard, you know?
I'll try my best.
Yeah. They also dropped Italian translations from Dual Destinies and everything released past that. Yeah, I don't know why. Capcom is kind of weird with the translations.
I remember now. We went to meet with Pierce at 1:50 p.m. We heard the commotion outside the 2:20 p.m. Outside at 2:20 p.m. I saw Arya attacking the guards there, and I fought her for about 15 minutes before she broke past me.
Also, this is how you know this is gonna keep on like for longer, because this is like the chill cross-examination music, not the intense one.
Well, to be fair, I don't know how intense we can get when we just got back from Peck.
Yeah, fair enough.
When I followed her into the prayer room, I found her there with Beatrice and Eris. They knocked Arya, Tyrion, and Pierce unconscious. I checked Tyrion's body and thought he was dead. But I realize now that Beatrice just cast Feign Death on him.
Anyways, Eris offered a deal to me, but I couldn't go through with killing Pierce. I think you know the rest. A few minutes after Pierce died, Aster, the Inquisition, and the Kingsguard showed up to arrest Arya.
Was he already out of his cube? I guess.
Aside from your conversation with Ilmater, that seems to match up with what we already knew. It seems we'll simply need to wait for Celeste's memories to return.
I don't know why. I think that face is just so funny.
So, guys, got any hobbies?
He's clearly not okay with leaving his daughter vulnerable until then. Even if there's nothing apparently significant, I'd still like to cross-examine her.
Huh? Go on, then.
We don't have anything better to do. I think we just press everything. I mean, we're gonna do that anyway, but I feel like we need more information. Right, we now know for certain that the meeting was at 2 p.m.
Yeah, she only changed my memories so she could trick all of us.
Considering that my memories were intact, she must have not had the power to change them.
Yes, she never actually used her demonic powers to revive you.
Could she have done that? Like, since he's an angel, do demonic powers work on him?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure an angel did fall from grace, and that's called Lucifer.
It's true.
She merely had Beatrice release the Feign Death spell that she originally cast. I don't know, I only know demons from that Shin Megami Tensei franchise.
I only know the little snowman guy. He's cool.
Which one, Jack Frost?
Yeah.
Okay. I still can't believe I fell for that.
Anyways, who did you see attacking the guards? Was it Arya or Beatrice? So, Arya. Originally, you said that you fought her for a lot longer.
Yeah, I had to account for the time I spent speaking to Eris. I had a feeling something was off about that. I knew Tyrion would be really meticulous about the timeline of the murder. So I had to make my testimony match up with the time of Pierce's death. I'm really sorry.
We'll talk about this later. That sounds like a threat, man. He's like...
Oh no, he's gonna dock my pay.
What pay?
You know, well, I am your bodyguard. You still pay me.
True. Not anymore.
Oh.
So you weren't wrong about Beatrice sneaking past you during your fight.
Yeah, now that I look back on it, it was probably a distraction so Beatrice could sneak past me. What is it, Cuthbert?
If the patron was working together with Eris, why would Eris use Beatrice to knock out Arya?
I never thought of that. Frankly, I find it hard to believe that the patron willingly went along with the Empress's convoluted plan. It's almost like there were two cases here.
they smooshed into one.
They clearly needed Pierce to die, and relying on McCoy to do it seemed foolhardy.
Right. Is it possible that Eris went off script then? She definitely doesn't seem like the type of demon to take orders from a human. Anyways, what happened after you saw me unconscious?
I checked.
No.
I can't believe you fell for such an obvious deception.
Shut up, man.
I know. I was just so scared.
I mean, according to the spell, you just literally seem dead. You know, like, how could she tell?
I thought Tyrion was dead. I wasn't thinking clearly. Also, I didn't have the compendium. How was I supposed to know that was a spell? Jeez.
Yeah. I'm glad that you care about me that much. But what you did almost destroyed Arya's future. Damn.
Perhaps it's best to stick to the facts for now. No need to get domestic in this court.
Yeah, you can save that for after the court. You know?
To think one blood contract could have such an effect on the investigation.
No, that comes later.
Should have known she was up to something, but I was too desperate to realize it.
I mean, doesn't she frequently spam detect magic? That's true.
Yeah, that's true. You were put in a difficult situation. You always detect magic in every room you go into.
Yes.
It's the bathroom. What are they going to do in there? Take solace in the fact that you stuck to your ideals despite that.
You know, the water was too hot, so I froze it with, like, freezing, and so I was detecting magic anyway. Yeah, but nothing would suggest that the magic on him wasn't really fatal. Exactly.
True.
Like, you would only see the necromancy, and, you know, you could interpret the rest.
Yeah, there's a spell that kills you immediately.
Yeah.
And then there's a spell that makes it look like you killed you immediately. And both of them are necromancy spells. So like, how are you supposed to know unless you just know the how to use it?
The incantation?
The incantation, yeah.
Or evocation, or whatever. Like,
I don't know the word. Funny
me
words
neither.
that you say.
Yeah. Especially since she presumably didn't see Beatrice use the spell. So even if she did know what, like, they have to make like a gesture and say a word. So even if she did know that, she didn't see that because she wasn't even in the room. So I think that's what they said, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, how would she have known? The Scaled Lord is being surprisingly sympathetic towards her. You should be too, Tyrion, by the way.
This must have been after they went to investigate the fire in the common room.
I'm surprised Asta went to the prayer rooms as well. I'd have thought the King's Guard would have kept him in a secure location.
Those were my orders. But His Majesty demanded that they secure the cathedral for the safety of everyone there. He's always been an altruist.
Kinda hot, not gonna lie. I mean, what?
What?
Her testimony doesn't appear to add any new information. But between the multiple murders and errors changing people's memories, there might be something you've missed. Remember each piece of evidence you have and the time of each event that day. Oh god, I try.
So much evidence.
There might be something there that you can use. Tyrion is physically unable to feel emotion in court. He becomes a Reddit.
Even though it didn't make sense in the story, it was like nice when some cases would just be like, alright, throwing away the unnecessary stuff.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it was always kind of weird, like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna discard everything unneeded, and you're like, how do you know this is unneeded? But yeah, that is still pretty nice that they did that sometimes in Ace Attorney. For a 15 minutes repository, followed her to the prayer room.
How well is your memory of the evidence?
Yeah, I just want to... My problem is I don't even know where to present anything. I offered her a deal to me, couldn't go through with killing Pierce, the rest. A few minutes after he died, he showed up to arrest Arya. Okay, so
maybe, look at the evidence for, the... what happened when Aster got trapped, I guess?
Yeah. I should do one case where the character throws away something that is needed. Could you imagine? Phoenix is like, oh yeah, I cleared all the evidence, and then one testimony later, he's like, god damn it, I wish I hadn't thrown that away. So what was even related to that? At 2 p.m., he went to pay his respect at Father... I want to say him, the glyph was trapped. The trap triggered, and he is trapped in the magical cage for its duration. So how long is the duration? No, that's Force Cage. What was the contingency one? Dispel Magic, Polymorph. Glyph contingency. As that doesn't know. So fulfill contingency spell takes effect immediately when the condition is fulfilled. Oh wait. The duration. 1 hour. Why is there a frog spell? Because the little prince got turned into a frog. That's why. Duration is 1 hour. Radiant consecrates the cube, while the cube impenetrable can't be destroyed by anything, not even by the spells. I can only dispel. Okay. Little froggy. I don't know if this is anything. So I mean, they would. I don't know if this is even what we're arguing here. So he would be trapped in there until 3 p.m. But like, did this take an hour?
We got a commotion at 2:20.
So like.
So all this is going on at like 2:20 to 2:30.
I felt. So tell you, 15. Okay, so
2:35.
2:35. Broke into the room. Unconscious. He was dead. Offered her deal. A few minutes after he died, they showed up.
Before 3, I guess. Before the end of 3 o'clock, he probably showed up. How long was he trapped in there?
Yeah. I don't know if that's like the actual thing we're supposed to focus on, though. That's my problem. Because I'm like, well, what would this imply? That there happened more? Or that he arrived later than they say? But I don't know. That's my problem at the moment. Appearance after appearance. When did he die? Do we have a time of death? Died at 2:45. Yeah, so that can't be right? But I don't know if that's like what we're supposed to say.
Wait, what does the trapped king say?
The trapped king.
That piece of evidence, the one that talks about.
What's that the testimony? The trapped king. At 2 p.m., he went to pay his respects, and then he was trapped in the force cage.
How long does the force cage last?
The force cage lasts 1 hour.
So how could he be there?
Yeah.
So that's weird.
So that's our thing, right? Now the question is,
so like Aster couldn't have showed up in that time frame. So
yeah. So do I present?
Probably the trapped king.
Objection!
Okay. Wait. What?
Cuthbert.
Celeste, are you sure Esther showed up only a few minutes after Pierce died?
Yeah, I remember that part pretty well. Eris seemed really worried about being seen by them. Have you figured something out, Mr. Cuthbert?
It's just that it doesn't make any sense.
May I remind you that we are extremely pressed for time.
Sorry.
Stop wasting our time and just say what you want to say.
Celeste, Garrick Pierce died at 2:45 p.m. and Esther showed up in the prayer room only a few minutes after.
Yeah, where are you? Wait.
Oh, I have more points than you.
Yeah, I know. I can't. Those questions are. Some of these I'm like,
Yeah.
How long? When did I play? I'm pretty sure it was like 7 to 8 years ago.
I mean, you guys.
31.
You guys are at the disadvantage that this game, like, it like imprinted on me. It like formed my personality. It's like one of the most important pieces of media in my life because I played this at such a critical point in my development. So this is like burned into my mind, except for the character ages.
That's fair.
So I think so far I've gotten every trivia question right that wasn't related to the character ages, I think.
ages are just like, I cannot.
Yeah, me neither. That's even too far for me. But like, this game, this like altered my brain chemistry, you know? So I feel like you are at a disadvantage. You are fighting the giant nerd. That raises a big question. How did Asta enter the prayer room around 2:45 p.m. when he should have been trapped in a force cage until 3 p.m.?
Wait, you're not serious, are you? McCoy's memories are clearly unreliable. My men all reported that His Majesty's led him to the prayer room after he exited the force cage.
Normally, there would be more concrete when compared to Celeste's testimony. But we can't trust their testimony.
What are you talking about?
While I was disputing Celeste's contract, Eris declared that she made contracts with multiple members of the King's Guard.
What?
They were working together with her. And if these contracts were structured similarly to Celeste's, she must have had the ability to manipulate their memories as well. This means they could have intentionally or unintentionally lied during questioning.
I think even the King's Guard have been compromised. How could I let this happen?
Yeah, you kind of didn't do anything, I'm sorry to say, Vithalion. And even if we assume that he somehow escaped an inescapable force cage, how did Asta know to head to the prayer room?
I understand your point. But you understand what you're implying?
I'm not trying to imply anything. I'm just stating the facts we know. A simple cage cannot contain his desire to be silly, that's so true. We know that a human, whether willingly or otherwise, worked with the Empress of Discord to orchestrate this massacre. He was deeply trusted by Arya Steelwind. So much so that she didn't even think twice about signing a contract that he gave her. There's only one person that meets those criteria. Asta the Wyvern Guard, the reigning king of our kingdom. Uh-oh.
Order! I will have order! Mr. Cuthbert, do you understand the weight of this accusation? Claim that the king collaborated with a demon of any capacity. It's no small thing.
I don't want him to be evil. He can't be evil. I do, but I'm hoping this is all a misunderstanding. After all, Eris's goal seemed to be nothing beyond sowing as much discord as possible. She made us believe that Celeste and Arya were both murderers. I want to save Arya, but I also want to believe in the people who've believed in me. If Asta has information that can save Arya, we have to find it.
Very well then. I suppose it's only right then, with everything that's transpired, that the king should make his truth known.
I agree, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Kingsguard, please escort His Majesty to the stand.
Oh no. Oh no. Not the boy. Thank you for cooperating, Asta.
Of course. I understand. Wait, did I give him British or I think I just gave him soft boy.
Probably, yeah.
I understand your position, Mr. Cuthbert.
I'm hoping you can shed some light on how Arya came to be under the blood contract in the first place. It's possible Arya's tricked you somehow and made you carry out the massacre. There has to be something we're not seeing, despite what the evidence points to.
Evidence? You're referring to Celeste's testimony, am I correct? I'm sorry to say this, but are you sure we can trust her testimony?
We can trust her now. She's no longer under the effects of a blood contract.
Which you claim no longer exists. But only you have the power to manifest them in the first place.
Uh-oh. What are you getting at?
I'm sorry, Mr. Cuthbert, but I suppose what I mean is... After everything that just happened,
How can we trust you?
No, don't do this. What?
You disappeared for quite some time to who knows where. And the only person who was there with you was Celeste, and the demon who can clearly alter people's memories. Isn't it a little convenient she was burned to a crisp almost immediately after your return?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
She said it multiple times. That didn't actually kill her. And now, you're singling me out as the patron, the one ultimately responsible for the murders of Von Sanctus and Sybil. If that demon made you into her puppet, wouldn't this be exactly what she wanted?
That's right. How do we know this Heavensborn can be trusted?
We've all heard the stories! He's practically a dissident! For all we know, he could be an agent of the theocracy!
Come on, guys. That one was unnecessary. You can feel the room turning against you. Even the Skilled Lord looks wary.
Sorry, I didn't mean to insult you after everything you've done.
Are you sure about that, Asta? Are we sure about that?
But I suppose there's one way to confirm your theory.
And what's that?
Use your divine edict on me, just like you've done several times before.
So about that.
If I truly was in league with that demon, shouldn't I have a contract with her? It will appear, even if I was made to forget about it. Wait, that's right! We already tried that before and it didn't work!
Yeah, so, well... Which means that he definitely doesn't have a contract with her.
Why aren't you doing it?
I can't. I already tried and nothing appeared.
I see. I'm in a cooking finger. I'm sorry, Mr. Cuthbert. I know you cared deeply for her. But we all saw Celeste's blood contract and we heard her earlier confession. Not to mention, we have no way of knowing whether Celeste is truly free from Eris's influence. If Miss Steelwind is to be saved, we must all accept what needs to be done. I don't like saying this, but I think it's time this trial came to its conclusion. Don't you, Your Grace?
No. Objection. I don't agree. Damn it. He's even got the Scared Lord on his side. Even if it's against you, he raised a lot of good points. But is he acting with malice? Or is he just being careful?
Come on, think, Tyrion. We just proved my blood contract wasn't valid. But the one who made Arya commit those crimes is still out there.
Maybe you've been thinking about this the wrong way. Arya's found ways to trick people into signing blood contracts before. So she wouldn't necessarily need a blood contract to trick Asta into accidentally helping her. The question isn't whether Asta knowingly did this or not. The question is, what part of the plan required Asta's physical involvement? There had to have been some sort of physical involvement on his part. And that might have left behind evidence that proves it. I mean, if he wasn't acting with malice, why would he bait you into revealing a fake contract? I mean, he didn't know we tried that on him, I think. So, I don't know. I also don't think he knows that Tyrion dies if he's wrong, so I feel like it was more of a... Just try it, bro. Celeste was forced to murdering the Force Cage. Yes, exactly. What do we even... Was... physical... Yeah, what did he have to do? He didn't want. He was allowed. What part of the plan required Estes' physical involvement? I mean, Arya was tricked into signing the blood contract, right? That's what we're saying. That is what... Okay. I'm always so unsure with these. Esther was tricked into signing the victims. Exactly. He needed to trick Arya into signing the contract somehow.
But you've seen how she is around him. That wouldn't have been very hard to do.
No. Arya may be extremely lovesick around him, but she's still an attorney. She would be careful to read any contract she signed. We deduced earlier that her blood contract was disguised as a normal legal document. And I remember something. When you caught a glimpse of it, you immediately started teasing her.
I'm really trying, but I just can't remember what I saw. If I was just teasing her about it, it might have been related to her relationship with Aster.
What did Arya think she was signing? That's you.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. No, that doesn't really narrow it down.
No, that's exactly the clue that I needed.
Really?
Esther destroyed an illegal object.
I got it. I got rid of it immediately.
Wait, didn't... I thought... Yeah, marriage? Arya sign... Is that a license? That's not a license, right? I thought, like... Or is that... I mean, it has... I don't know. Okay, it is license. I was just so confused by the word. I was like, is that what's called in English? But I guess...
Yeah. Well... Yeah. Maybe contract... Like it's a legal binding thing.
Yeah. I thought like it was meant to be like a marriage contract or something like that.
I think license can be used as that way.
Okay. I'm not the one with this as his first language, so that was a language thing.
Hey, even English is my first language. Like I still don't know words. What do you think?
Yeah, that's
English. No. People who speak English know English the least, it feels like.
Yes, that's kind of true sometimes. Esther, there's one piece of physical evidence that proves you were involved in this.
Really?
The patron controlled area and committed each of the murders without having to do anything personally. But this was all contingent on tricking her into signing that contract in the first place. I recall that you went to a meeting with a high speaker right before the massacre started. It was to discuss your marriage to Arya, wasn't it?
That's correct.
Asta, the blood contract that Arya signed needed to look like a normal legal document. But I just realized something while reading it. The language used would have made sense under a different context. In that contract, Arya gave you her mind, body, and soul. It would bind her to you so long as you both live.
Wait, are you saying... No.
In other words, till death do you part.
Objection!
He's objecting.
That's a big leap in logic, even for you. Whoever tricked my daughter would have surely destroyed the evidence by now. That demon went out of her way to destroy her memories of signing it. I doubt they would have left any copies of the marriage license to be found. Indeed, bringing such heavy accusations against the High Speaker or the King will require more than just speculation.
I mean, come on. We do this like every Tuesday. We can do this. First he declares he dared call the king to testify, and now he's trying to indict the High Speaker? He's a traitor to the nation! I have more than just speculation, Your Grace. I have a copy of it.
But your divine edict only recreates the terms of the blood contract, not the material it was written on. The original document wouldn't be visible on your copy.
That wasn't the copy I was talking about, Asta.
What?
Don't you wonder how I knew about that blood contract? Every attorney has a medical runestone. They let us take pictures of crime scenes and write down notes magically.
Yes, I'm well aware of them.
And did you know Arya took a picture of the marriage license she signed?
What?
Uh-oh. We got him. She was so happy to finally have your union codified that she took a picture of your marriage license, even though it was technically illegal to do so.
Why would she?
The moment she regained consciousness, she thought she was a danger to others. She had no memories of what she did that day, but she knew something was wrong. That's why she locked herself in a cell with an anti-magic field. She was being rightfully cautious. But had she simply left any of those anti-magic fields and checked her runestone, she would have found a picture of a marriage license with the exact same words as her blood contract. Uh-oh. So I'll ask you this, Asta. Who gave that marriage license to her? Was it you or the High Speaker? If you don't want to answer, we can drag the truth out of both of you.
Don't bother.
No, don't be evil. Please. No, so it really was you.
Tell me, Mr. Cuthbert, do you know what the best kind of lie is?
The kind that's hardest to disprove?
No, not quite. It's the kind where you won't even try. The best kind of lie is the one you want to believe in.
Oh, Arya's having a heart attack in the defendant's seat in the meantime. Rue.
The truth can be right in front of you, but it will make you look away. If I recall correctly, McCoy made you experience that firsthand today. Your Majesty, what are you... I'm done with this fuss. I'm sure if we brought the High Speaker to the stand, Cuthbert would just deduce what happened anyways. It was always going to end this way, I suppose. Perhaps I was just lying to myself. You! No. Aster, you whelp! Are you saying that it was you? You used my daughter to commit mass murder? I did, Lucio. What of it?
God damn it. Why?
How could you?
Oh.
And what right do you have to judge my actions, oh great-scaled lord?
Oh, he angry. Oh yeah, true, Acheron, you are so right. We do want to save the game.
Yes, that's true. In case the world ends.
With you. Okay.
Yeah. Neo. Final remix.
Exactly.
I was only cleaning up the mess you created! And if it weren't for Eris's little games, I would have done it in a much cleaner manner. Pardon me? No, I think I'll be pardoning myself.
Oh no, don't do the Trump thing.
You can't be serious! I am the King of Wivengard, am I not? Is that not my right?
You're insane!
Tell me, does this terrify you all? To know that I can do whatever I please, with no one who can stop me. Is this not what you've all been doing to the rest of this country?
Do you seriously expect to get away with this?
I do. Who has the power to stop me?
God and enemy?
The Scaled Lord?
Yes, exactly him. That's why he hosted this trial in the first place. His authority is above yours.
didn't ask who could stop me, Tyrion. I asked who was going to.
We got emotions from the dragon. What? Why aren't either of you saying anything?
Yes, Thalia had me arrested. Put my 7-year-old brother on the throne. I'm sure history will tell you exactly how a kingdom fares when a child sits on the throne. Have you ever played Ni no Kuni 2? Or would you take the throne for yourself? You spent all those centuries huddled away in this ruined city. I am certain you know exactly the problems this nation is facing and what it needs to right itself.
Rebellion.
I'm sorry, Mr. Cuthbert. I came here to do what was best for my people.
God damn it.
I may not know what the best course before me, but I know with painful certainty that it's not to seize the control of this nation.
Well, most of the time someone else is leading the country until the child is of age. True. Just put...
A Jafar situation.
Just put Ariel on the throne. She is your wife. Heck, I mean, I guess not, but... You know?
Would you lose your right to that? Because, like, I don't know.
Yeah,
like, at least in England, I don't know how that works.
Yeah, that's... I don't know.
I will not take that responsibility again.
Coward.
Nor will I thrust that responsibility onto those who would not have it. Not really so surprising. From everything I've seen, negligence has been your one consistent trait.
Ooh.
And what about you, Lucio? Are you going to try to depose me? The beloved prince, now king of Wivengard.
Yeah, true, she never signed the real marriage license. Yeah, that was just the contract, true.
Or did you forget? The people of this nation love me and hate you. Ugh. I hear you're very skilled at arguing, Tyrion. But I doubt even you can make the public see that as anything other than a military coup. You imagine Grand General Lucio deposing the new king of Wivengard before the previous king's body is even interred. I wonder just how bloody of a civil war that would plunge this nation into. And even if Lucio doesn't have that much difficulty crushing the commoners, I'm sure you can imagine how tempting and weakened Wivengard will look to other nations.
Damn it! By killing Sybil and Von Sanctus, he left a power vacuum that only he could fill. Esther, you're holding the entire kingdom hostage!
I'm eating a chicken finger. Because of my power. I can speak whenever I want.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the king. I can eat a chicken finger whenever I please, you know?
I ordered all this food just for me.
So cruel.
I am merely consolidating power where it belongs. In the hands of a kind and benevolent ruler who's finally going to fix this nation.
No, don't do this, please. I liked you. You murdered several people, consorted with demons, and enslaved your own fiancé.
I am sure that to you, my actions may seem evil and unforgivable.
Because they are?
But to those in the Wivengard nobility, I doubt I'm not even the first to do such a thing.
Yeah, but those people are all corrupt. Do you really want to be, like, on the same plane as them? I don't know, man.
This is just politics.
Man.
And I think that makes checkmate, Cuthbert. I can't believe it. I've always wanted to say that. What are you all doing? Are you just gonna let him get away?
Well...
I might.
Looks like it.
Lucio, she's your daughter! Are you just going to let him keep control over her? My daughter would not sacrifice the stability of Wivengard for her freedom. You know that to be true.
That is actually really creepy. Like, that is like literally an abusive relationship at this point. Damn.
He killed so many people, and he enslaved Arya. He almost killed you, and he tried to kill me.
Wait a minute. That's right. Why did he try to kill you?
What do you mean?
If Asta is the patron, that means that Piers originally sent that letter to him. King de Wavengard just recently died. If Asta thought she was a threat, could that mean that Celeste has royal blood?
That wouldn't make much sense. I'm eating apples now. Even if McCoy was of royal blood, Asta is the king's eldest child, and he is of pure royal blood.
Come on, guys, you had 1 hour break. You could have eaten in that time, SMH.
McCoy would have no claim to the throne under these circumstances. Snake, you've created a time paradox. You ate apples in the flashback.
Oh no. If you were his half-sister, you wouldn't have a claim to the throne. So why would he go to so much trouble to kill Piers and you?
Maybe he just wanted to make sure?
But he wouldn't have had Eris kill Piers personally if it wasn't important. He needed both you and Piers to die during the massacre. Which means you two were just as important targets as Von Sanctus and Sybil.
Von Sybil.
Von Sybil.
Okay, but my potential claim to the throne would be the only reason he'd be scared of me. If that wasn't a problem, why would he be scared of Pierce's blackmail?
Would the line of succession be the only reason why he'd be scared of Celeste's parentage? Recall what you remember about Wivengard's laws regarding the royal throne. Wasn't there something someone mentioned about that? Recall! I wanted to look at... So I didn't want to be unepic, and I wanted to look at the note again, what it said. But I guess we're not looking at it.
It's something from case 2.
From case 2. Someone mentioned...
At the beginning.
Was that...
You were talking to Eris about it.
Okay, she was... I feel like we talked about the Church of Bahamut, we just talked about the Scared Lord, and we talked about the 4 pillar families. This is what I vaguely recall. I don't remember the theocracy of Lumina. So... I mean, I can't mess up, so I'm just gonna go from the top.
Yeah.
You recall a conversation you had with Theon Archius.
Oh god, who voiced this guy? Was it me?
I think nobody voiced it. No, wait, I think you voiced it, because I was like, I gave him a stupid voice, and you were like, well...
Alright, well, yeah, wait, let me recreate... hold on, what was the voice you gave him?
I was like, the Church of Bahamut is important, like this.
The Church of Bahamut is important not only to Wivengard's culture, but to its civil stability.
Perfect.
Faith is a powerful unifying force. I mean, he did try. It was like, hey, the Scale Lord, I will kill as many people as you want.
Yeah.
That was his immediate. He didn't even ask for it. It was just like, I will do it.
Yeah. Is that why you revise Wivengard's history and keep Heavenspawn outside the country?
I don't know what you're trying to insinuate. Dissidents like him will be the end of our culture.
Oh no. Maybe do the Dragonlance last? Ooh, I feel like... Okay, I'm gonna do it last. I promise. Esther didn't murder the High Speaker when he had the chance. So it's possible that the Church of Bahamut plays a role in his future plans. But that wouldn't explain why he needed Piers to die. Recall what you remember of Wivengard's laws regarding the royal throne. Wasn't there something someone mentioned about that? So... Recall a conversation you had with Beatrice Frege. Did we have anyone voicing her yet?
No. Because she disappeared.
Should I do it then?
Sure.
It's probably because of Wavengard's bloody history with the theocracy of Lumina. The theocracy? Aren't they the nation east of us? Yes, the Luminites worship the celestial gods, while our people worship the ancient dragons. A few centuries ago, our nation was locked in a bitter war with the Luminites. Even now, the Crown sees the celestial religions as a threat to our draconic culture. The Church has done its best to wipe out any religions that worship the Celestials. If Estes' actions had anything to do with the theocracy, he would have targeted you, not Celeste. And that also wouldn't explain why he needed Pierce to die. Recall what you remember of Wolfengard. Okay. So I should do the Scared Lord last. Okay. You recall a conversation you had with Harold Harrelson. Oh, the old guy.
I'll voice him.
Sure. Alright. The sort of spell eating is said to have been forged from a pact between a demon and a mage.
Making a pact with the demon, just asking for trouble.
The irony.
They definitely betray you the first chance they got. Well, legends say that the demons often drafted blood contracts for this reason.
Wait, do you mean like a legally binding contract?
The concept is similar, but once you sign a blood contract, both you and the demon are magically compelled to fulfill its terms. It said that violating its terms will result in instant death for the offender, no matter who it is. Check out these Kickstarter backers behind me.
They're cool, right? So I guess there's some protection.
Well, as an attorney, I'm sure you understand it's possible to exploit and use loopholes in any contract. And according to the legends, demons take great pride in their ability to deceive and corrupt people.
Asta did make a deal with the Empress of Discord, but they never actually made it official with a blood contract. They were probably using each other to accomplish their goals. But that still doesn't explain why he needed to kill Celeste or Pierce. Okay, I'm recalling. You recall a conversation you had with Coraline Sybil. Oh god, not her.
No, definitely no one voiced her because she... she wasn't burnt. She was, drowned.
Drowned, yeah. Should I do the annoying voice?
What was the annoying voice?
The annoying... Oh god, I don't know if I can even do it. Each of the 4 pillars, as your commoners call them, control different branches of Ravengard's government. Oh god, it was even worse than that. But I'll go with that.
That's fine, she's dead.
Yeah, she's dead. House Steel oversees national defense and law enforcement. House Frigg oversees economic development and finances. House Van Sanctus centers commerce, both legal and international. And finally, there's House Sybil. We handle the kingdom's legislative and judicial branches. That would also mean you're responsible for our kingdom's justice system. That is correct.
Oh my god. Both of them died from... No, not both of them. I thought Von Sanctus died from his asphyxiation because of the cube.
Yeah, he was in the cube and died because of the smoke. Because he couldn't get out. And I mean... I don't know, is asphyxiation the same as drowning?
I wouldn't say so, no.
Okay. Why the unicorn echo? But yeah, I remember giving Sybil like literally the highest voice that I can do. And I think it was even higher than what I just did, but I'm not daring to go any higher.
Yeah, if I do the highest voice, Discord will suppress me because I'm using the crisp thingy to like noise suppression.
Yeah. According to the game, it is. That's what I was joking about. Oh.
Wait, does it really say that in the autopsy? Hold on.
No. I didn't mean to advance the text. Was suffocation. It's floating.
Yeah, not asphyxiation. Asphyxiation is when you're not getting. Okay, so they're both suffocation, I guess.
What's the difference between suffocation and asphyxiation?
Asphyxiation refers to the condition itself, while suffocation is a type of asphyxiation that involves a physical obstruction to the airway.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, I guess they're both asphyxiation.
I guess. We've learned something new.
Wow.
And and since Ariel is framed for it, South Steelwind will probably lose its influence as well. I can't read. Esther probably did all this to weaken the nobility's ability to change his rule. But that still doesn't explain how Pierce and Celeste's biological parents fit into this. Recall to remember Wyvern God's laws? Okay. I don't remember the precise wording, but I remember Phoenix being surprised by what the game called it in question. Yeah, because I think that was exactly my argument, because they kept saying that she died of suffocation, but I was like, she drowned or something. I think I made some sort of comment about that. Also, why doesn't that have a check mark?
Because screw you. Unless you want to, like, maybe it does something new. I don't know. I don't think it does.
I don't think it does. Maybe it's one of those things we have to do all of them, but this one lasts. I don't know. Or it's a bug. You recall a conversation you had with Eris Ilmater. Okay, here we go. Despite everything, our kingdom's constitution still includes the Scaled Lord in our government. Wait, really? As the savior of our kingdom, he and his kin were given an honorary position in our political hierarchy. The ancient dragon's authority technically rivals that of the king. Is she saying that Celeste is a dragon? Wow, I had no idea. How have I never heard of this before? To be honest, that law is just a way to revere him and appease the church. Wait, the Scaled Lord and his kin can override the king's rule? Wait, who is Celeste's father? Wait, are we actually being like, it's him? Is that what we're saying? A flood of memories comes back to you.
Celeste McCoy, by the authority of the Wyvern crown, you're under arrest.
Noticing the commotion, 3 other knights rush to grab her and begin dragging her away. She kicks and screams against them, desperately trying to break free. Even between the 3 knights, it's taking all of their strength to subdue her.
But I know more than one spell now. I actually just learned a few new spells today.
I'm sorry, spells? As in plural? How long did it take you to learn these spells?
A few hours, I think.
She learned multiple spell formulas within a few hours? Oh no.
So you're the same humble beings. So you come from the same humble beginnings that I do. Which spells have you mastered? I haven't really mastered any of them. I know about 7 spells, though. 7? It's almost 4 times the amount that I know.
Damn. She's learned even more spells? She's been picking them up rather quickly.
Make no mistake, even in my human form, I've always had the strength of an ancient dragon.
This can't be real. I am a furry. Or she's a furry.
wait. Are angels furries?
No, I was reading Omega's comments, so if Tyrion gets a dragon girlfriend, is he a furry? And I was like,
The thing is, what about it being half dragon? Can you turn half a dragon? How does that work?
Yeah, do you have like a half dragon, half human form, like in One Piece? Or they have like one animal form, one half form, and one human form?
Or is it like Dragonborns and like the different any fantasy material?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
What is it, Tyrion?
It's absolutely crazy, but it also makes a lot of sense. Her ridiculous strength, her natural talent for learning magic. She inherited all of it from him.
Are you okay? You got really pale all of a sudden.
So I'm just having to come to terms that I'm attracted to a dragon. Once you reveal this...
Well, I mean, It's either dragon or dictator.
True. Either or, you decide. Once you reveal this, there's no going back for her. Do you even have any right to do this to her? No. Arya's freedom rights in this. And as much as it pains you, this is the only way to save her and Wyvern. I'm sorry, Celeste.
What? Why are you apologizing?
What I'm about to do could change your entire life, possibly in a way you don't want it to. It will place an unimaginable responsibility on your shoulders, but it's the only way to save Arya and stop him. So I'm sorry. Please forgive me for doing this.
Do you think one little life-changing event could ever change how I feel about you?
Are you sure?
I owe you and Arya for what I did.
But this is...
We need to do this to save Arya, right? Partly my fault she's in the situation. But if my life is really gonna change because of this, just promise me something.
What is it?
Take responsibility for what you're about to do.
Of course. I was always going to do that, regardless of what happened.
Good. Are you two done flirting with each other?
Come on, we had a moment here.
You're flirting with her and not me.
I'm sorry, okay?
Are we breaking... are you breaking up with me, Tyrion?
I mean, she didn't murder people. I mean, she did technically in her past, but she didn't murder people, you know? She was just a mercenary. Yeah.
If you have nothing else to say, stop wasting all of our time.
Asta, I know who Celeste's father is.
Wait, really? What? Sorry. What? I always wanted to. Why?
What?
What? No, you're bluffing. You have to be.
Why don't we test that theory then? You said that no one could contest your rule of Wyvern aside from the Scaled Lord. As you're the father. No, but there's one more person, isn't there?
What are you talking about? Only the Scaled Lord has the political power to override the will of the king.
And his kin, Lucio.
Yes, I suppose that's...
As the Wyvern, you needed Celeste to die during the massacre. It's because her existence would always pose a threat to your rule.
Are you serious?
People of the Wyvern nobility. Your current king was fearful of my bodyguard's parentage, and now we know why. Celeste McCoy is the daughter of the Scaled Lord Rathelion, ancient dragon and creator of all arcane magic. Rathelion's like, I have a daughter? Judging from your reaction, I'm right, aren't I?
Dragon? Which half?
the top part, hopefully. Well, I'm apparently part angel, so you're in good company.
So that demon was speaking the truth.
As the Wyvern, as the Scaled Lord's kin, Celeste has the authority to pass judgment on you and override your rule. And when you're gone, she will take your place as the ruler of Wyvern.
McCoy, think about this. Can you even begin to grasp what it takes to lead a nation, much less this broken one? You find this crown no less binding than any blood contract. Just tell me one thing, Aster. Why did you do this to Arya? She trusted you. She loved you.
You could have changed Wivengard together with her. And you could have done it without having to do any of this. Is that what you really think? I suppose you would. You probably also think Tyrion is the first person to try to change this nation while still working within its laws. There's nothing wrong with having ideals and working within the law. My father was like that too. He was a man of ideals, once. But I watched for my whole life as he was forced to compromise on everything he believed in, one ideal after another. It was to keep the peace. We must maintain the stability between the noble houses to uphold law and order. And do you know who paid the price every time? Not him, not me, not any of the nobles gathered here. No, the people who paid the price were the common folk. The kind of people you two are always trying to save. I would have honestly thought you'd understand by now. A gulf exists between what is just and what is lawful in this kingdom. I'd have thought that you two, out of everyone, could have understood why I did this.
We know it's not fair, but we are capable of changing it, and you had the power to do just that.
I'm changing it! Sorry, wait, did I get cut up?
Yeah, you did.
I am changing it! You worked so hard to find the truth behind Von Sanctus and Sybil's murders. But here is a little bit of truth that's evident to everyone in this room except you two. Half of the people present here today are glad they're gone. And the other half wants to be the ones to replace them. The blood I shed in a single hour did more good for this kingdom than you two would have done in years.
So that's how you plan on fixing this country's problems? By working with demons and killing your way to a brighter future?
If I have to, why not? Every day across this nation, commoners are killed and oppressed at the hands of the very nobles gathered here. They bleed this country dry and feed on its people like carrion. I am merely returning on a much-needed sense of equality.
Thank you, Vexy P.
Really
appreciate it.
Huh?
Sorry.
Yeah, thanks, Vex.
Do you really think any of you are in a position to judge me? All of you who came running at the news of my father's death? Also, you can be the first to feel my ears with your psychophantic fat praises. I was gonna say phrases. Do you know what the difference between the Empress of Discord and all of you is? That demon was just a little bit more honest.
Arya wanted to change that. She would have helped you.
Arya's too stupid and too naive to do anything!
Oh.
She loved you! How could you? She loved her idea of me! She loved a weak and ineffectual prince who would have born watching his kingdom rot with a damned smile. He loved your kindness, Aster. This is kindness! The blood I spill will be the greatest kindness this kingdom has ever known. And once I'm done, Wivengard will be better and stronger for it. McCoy, I don't care what you are. The Scale Lord's daughter? The rightful heir? None of that matters to me. I will save my kingdom and its people, and I will carve out the rot out of its heart, piece by bloody piece. Nothing will stand in my way. I am Aster to Wivengard, King of Wivengard and consort to the Lord of the Six. I am nothing but a dead man. Volnus.
Oh.
Sure.
Did he just kill him? What?
Oh! Sorry, no. Like, every time I think Discord's gonna call him. Let me change a different thing.
Yeah, sure. Abandoning children and calling them gifts must be a secret draconic technique. Way back in case 1, Celeste's mom called her a gift from the Scaled Lord. Wow, that's some good foreshadowing. She was honest because she can't lie. Yeah, that's true. You good?
No, hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay, there we go. Lucio, what have you done? The blood contract, Cuthbert.
What?
My daughter's blood contract. Does it still exist?
You check your satchel, and sure enough, Arya's blood contract has completely disintegrated. Its conditions have been fulfilled, haven't they? Because they no longer both live.
Excellent.
He just killed him.
But Lucio, this is not what you discussed. My daughter would never be as free as long as that wretch lived. McCoy agreed to take his place. This was always how it was going to end.
Lucio, you can't seriously expect to...
Save your breath, Cuthbert. I already know.
He's 76, he would have died soon anyway. True. I think that was actually... You know what? That was a baller move. I respect that.
Kingsguard, what are you standing around for? The Great General has just committed regicide. Arrest him at once.
Damn.
But sir, you are the Great General.
Yeah, that's exactly the point. I suppose that's that then.
I don't really feel like something to celebrate. I'm compelled to agree. For once, I have to pay child support? Oh wait, I got past that. Oh, thank God. To think that His Majesty would be so far gone that they resort to a consort with a demon.
Also, he could save the common folk. Regardless of his actions, he did have the same goals as you. He truly wanted to make things better for the common folk. Even with the Eye of Horus, you never caught a hint of the pain he must have been feeling. He closely guarded his emotions from everyone, including Arya. Okay, to Frank, who's gonna trust Celeste as a ruler? Everyone was on Esther's side. I mean, she's gonna be like, I'm a dragon. What are you gonna do about it? You know? And that's it. No wonder Eris was able to manipulate him. You, of all people, know exactly how easily she can exploit that kind of weakness.
Nevertheless, it's apparent that there's no need to continue this trial. Although, it's clear our work is only just beginning. Court is adjourned for the time being. You are all free to return to your homes. However, I'm sure that there's still much for each of us to discuss. Many things have changed here today, and I'm sure many of us will need to make arrangements to adapt. Until then, please refrain from discussing the events of today outside these halls. This goes without saying, but we must keep today's events a secret from the public, at least for now.
Could you imagine you're just a normal guy, and you hear like, oh, the king is dead, and then like 1 week later, the new king is also dead.
Well, I mean, the news about the original king dying hasn't come out.
True.
Yes.
That's even worse. Could it be like, by the way, the king died and his son also died? Like in the same breath. Oh man. Also, Asta just admitted he was going to kill more nobles to fix the kingdom. I bet they're happy he's dead. I mean, yeah, that's true. That was kind of not a good thing to admit. To be like, yeah, I'm gonna be such a good king. I'm gonna kill the nobles though, so if you're a noble, don't worry about it.
I just can't wait to be king.
Exactly. You all exit the Scaled Lord's lair. Considering everything that's happened, this should feel like a victory. Arya was saved. Should. Arya was saved. Eris was vanquished, temporarily at least, but the boyfriend died. So that's... man. The patron no longer lives.
I'm eating. Oh no.
Oh no. And using his own bride like that, no woman would want to marry him after this. I mean, if he was still living, Arya wouldn't have a choice because she was his slave, literally.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was actually really fucked up, not gonna lie. Like that's the part where I'm like, ooh, that's...
Arya gets free depression. She already had. She was already very depressed.
She had free depression. She had that,
you know,
with her starting
mom
kid.
dead, dad out of the house. The only person that like I can attach to is the king, who's weirdly detached.
Yeah, and like, I don't know, it's just so sad. Like, she was so head over heels for him too, and then she just gets exploited like that. That's crazy. Well, he would still be the king, so there would still be women to marry him. True. Oh, that was fucked up. Yeah. Hi.
We won, didn't we? So why does this feel so...
Yeah, I feel the same way.
He was a terrible person. He killed people. Tried to kill us, and he used Arya like a puppet. But I really wish we could have...
Changed his mind? Changed his heart?
Yeah.
Sometimes people are beyond saving. And I think he made up his mind a long time ago. He knew what he was doing to Arya, and I can't think of any other way we could have truly freed her.
No. I just hope she's...
Hello. I'm glad I found you before you left. You freeze up when you look at her, and her theme drops. More specifically, you're a little disturbed by what the Eye of Horus is showing you.
Oh, Arya! I'm so sorry,
Why are you apologizing?
What?
If it's about your testimony, I'm afraid I will need to charge you. I will need to charge you with perjury.
Right. Wait, seriously? Come on, I'm basically your boss now.
Well, we don't make the same mistakes as the nobility before that, okay?
That's true.
No one is above the law. That was made apparent when... She suddenly stops talking before she mentions his name. She doesn't trail off. Her voice doesn't even break. She simply stops, as if she were a machine that ceased functioning. Anyways, I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. You do have a talent in defense council after all. Right. You really want to say something back, but you're too off-put to say anything. Anyways, I wanted to thank you for the work you've done, Mr. Cuthbert. I truly mean it when I say you have my gratitude. Yeah, of course. Anyways, I have much work to get done now that the Grand General is in custody. I'll be taking my leave. Yeah.
What's that all about?
I don't know, man.
Why didn't you say anything to her?
I didn't see anything through the eye.
You must be subconsciously guarding her emotions. Guess I don't really blame her. She lost her dad and her husband in like the past 20 minutes.
Yeah. No, Celeste, I didn't see anything.
What?
I looked at her with the eye. She wasn't holding anything back. And even with that, I saw nothing. There was no anger, no sadness, no fear, no joy. I've used the eye to see the emotions of a countless amount of people, but I've never seen that before. It was like I was looking at a machine. But you're right. I should have said something. I'm going to As you're about to chase after her, Celeste stops you.
You mind if I talk to her?
What? Are you sure?
Yeah, we actually hang out a lot outside of these trials. I think she might respond better to me.
You remember the comforting feeling of her hand in yours. Alright, I suppose I'll let you handle that. Once again, you remember the comforting feeling of her hands in yours. Just, you know, keep it verbal. What is... You know, she has two hands, Tyrion, you know? You don't need to be jealous.
I need one hand, and then the other hand, and then the other hand.
Yeah, you know, like, her husband is dead, so she has one free now, right?
Exactly. What?
Never mind. I don't know what I'm saying. Just go.
Right, you weirdo.
That really was weird, Tyrion. It looks like you've gotten the acquittal of yet another client, but it didn't tie up quite so neatly as you'd hoped.
What do you mean she's gone? She was just here. I'm sorry, you're Grace?
You may not know what the future has in store for the two of you, but perhaps that's okay. You have a feeling that as long as you have her... No, as long as you have everyone, you can begin forging your own path. A path that is completely chosen by you this time.
Man, Arya, where are you?
Oh, he's in this form now.
Oh, hello. Ah, my apologies. Didn't mean to frighten. No, it's fine. You're looking for Miss Steelwind, aren't you? Yeah, how'd you know? Father's intuition.
Yes.
She's been sitting outside my lair for a while.
Crazy that you even have that, considering she grew up without you.
I tried to speaking to her, but... Yeah, I get it. I'm going to try talking to her. Of course. Talia? Yes? Not mad at you, you know. What? I'm not sure why you left me at the McCoy Tavern. But because of that, I got to be raised by my mom and dad. And if I didn't live there, I would never have met Tyrion or Arya. I could never be mad at you about you giving me a life like that.
Aw.
Life like that.
That's cute.
Plus, now I know that I'm a half-dragon. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Miss McCoy. Don't be so formal. I'm technically your daughter, aren't I? Right. Celeste. So, I've been meaning to ask. About you and Mr. Cuthbert. Are you two...
You too. Mm.
Oh wow, look how late it is. I'd better go talk to Arya right now. I'll see you later, Scaled Dad. Scaled... Ah, just bye.
Okay, bye.
She called herself my daughter. Huh. I suppose I understand how you feel now, Lucia.
What does she mean, technically your daughter? I don't know. I was gonna ask the same thing.
Not even technically, just she's her daughter. That is daughter. I don't know.
I mean, probably technically because she like had her dad, like her adopted dad. It's more like her father. Maybe that's why she said technically.
She got two dads.
Yeah, but they don't have anything together. But two dads.
Moms? I don't know.
Yeah.
They don't really address the mom part.
Yeah.
Hey, Arya?
Oh, Celeste, what are you doing here?
Just making sure you're doing okay. You are doing okay, right?
I am. There's no need to worry about me.
You're looking up at the sky. Are you looking at the stars?
I was looking at the moon. It's full tonight.
Do you mind if I watch it with you?
Do what you want. I technically take orders from you now.
You know, it was also a full moon outside on the night my parents found me in their inn. That's why they named me Celeste. It's a word for heavenly bodies in the draconic language.
Is that so?
Yeah, they told me they thought I was a gift from the Scaled Lord.
Wait, was that the spoiler, or did she actually say that in the first chapter? I don't remember.
In a roundabout way, they were actually kind of right. It was in the first chapter.
Okay, I was like, wait.
I mean, the orphan child with white hair. Oh, it was a gift from the Scaled Lord. No, like actually, not really a gift, but more like she definitely was left there. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think they address if it was her mom or her dad that left her there.
I mean,
it was Rathalion.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think it was Rathalion because Rathalion would have probably figured it out sooner.
Yeah, I mean, she what did she assumed it was him because she was like, oh yeah, I don't mind, whatever. But that would have been weird because he would have recognized her, right? So
would have at least like recognized. Well, I don't know. She didn't really introduce. Hey, I was dropped off at the McCoy Tavern.
Yeah, true.
19 years ago.
I don't know. I mean, she doesn't look like a human, so I don't know if they should be able to like sense it or whatever. I mean, they do know that Tyrion is a Heavensborn, even though he doesn't look like one. So I don't know.
You should save, by the way. I just double check.
Okay.
It's almost the 2 hour mark. That's why.
Okay.
We're nearing the end, and granted, like there wasn't that many like choices at the end, so.
Yeah, it's just a lot of dialogue, and we kind of just trailed off at some points, but it's okay.
Very my life.
That's why it's fun.
It's funny when you think about it. By the way, I never got to thank you for sticking up for me before.
What?
Remember? You jumped onto the stand when Tyrion manifested my blood contract. Not that I blame him, but I don't even think he believed me at that point. If he'd never done that, who knows how this could have ended up. Really appreciated you doing that. You're a really good person, Arya.
I was merely doing what I thought was right.
Yeah, I guess that's what you've always done. You're not really going to charge me with perjury, are you?
Of course I am. I was serious about that. But we do require your help to hold the structure of our kingdom together. We won't sentence you to prison, but I might have you do some community service.
Fine. I guess I can live with that.
My father told me I was being too lenient, but I can understand the position you were put in. We all do stupid things for love, after all. Stupid.
Yeah.
How could I be so stupid?
Hey, you're not...
I am. I'm a complete and utter fool. I knew about blood contracts after what happened to Beatrice. I'm an attorney, for Lord's sake. I've read countless legal documents. And when I signed that contract, I knew something was wrong. But I was just so stupidly happy.
Not fair. No one could have expected him to do something like that.
No, my father, he's going to pay for my stupid mistakes.
Sorry.
Celeste, why did I trust him so much? He used me like a puppet. With my hands and my magic, he made me...
sorry, Arya. What he did to you was horrible, and I don't know how to make it better. But you're not alone, okay? It's not just me. Tyrion, your father, we're all here for you. Please don't shut off your emotions from us.
Thank you. Oh. Celeste, I think I've made a decision.
What's that?
I'm going to drop the charges of perjury against you.
Wait, are we still on that?
That was cute. Oh.
Yeah. When they pull out the CGs for the scenes, I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah.
But then sometimes, that last case, like, that, it wraps up so quickly after, like, the true villain was revealed.
That do be true.
Mr. Cuthbert, I've spoken with my associates in the press. The story we created should be printed as we speak. I don't like this. We're lying to the people of Wivengard about what really happened. Not to mention, this story paints me like I'm some kind of god.
I mean, technically you are. I understand your reservations, but Esther was right about how the common folk felt about him. If we told the people what actually happened, they would never believe it. They'd think that his death was the part of some sort of political conspiracy. And even with this cover story, we can't be certain that they still won't suspect that. Arya?
Be resting?
Nonsense. I'm not going to sit around feeling sorry for myself while everyone else fixes my mistakes. She may be hiding her pain behind a smile, but she's not shutting down her emotions like before. Was Celeste able to get through to her? As much as it pains me, we should strive to carry forth the virtues that Esther represented to the common folk. Wivengard will gain more from those false virtues than from the person that he truly was. The stability of our nation must be maintained if we're to move forward, and if we must use the people's piety to do that, then so be it.
Arya.
And as the newly appointed head of House Steelwind, I will also do my part to support your rule.
As will the Scaled Lord.
Celeste smiles with gratitude to their words, but she meekly glances at you expectantly. Do we even have to ask? I made a promise to you, didn't I? And it's not just us. I'll do my best to make sure that the rest of Wivengard supports you too.
Oh yeah, since you two patched things up, we could also ask for Ruby's help.
Right. I forgot that I was supposed to meet with her this morning. I'll need to apologize to her about that.
Wait, have you still not told her about what happened yet?
We had more important things to worry about. I'm sure that she'll understand.
Tyrion, the last time you saw her, you manifested a blood contract without explaining anything.
Well...
Then you vaguely said something about helping Arya.
Don't worry, I'll explain everything to her once things quiet down.
Tyrion, that story we fabricated is being printed right now! Everyone in Wivengard is gonna read about it in the paper, including her!
Oh. That's all you had to say.
Meanwhile...
Oh yeah, I think I also had her... What's all this about?
What, haven't you been living under a rock lately? I've been in circumstances. I haven't been able to finish all my food.
Oh, no.
I've been eating lunch for the past 2 hours.
Oh. Whoops.
Read the morning paper. The Scaled Lord has returned.
What? Demonic attack claims lives of prominent figures? Chaos broke out yesterday during the private wedding between Arya Steelwind and Crown Prince Esther the Wivengard. In a surprise attack orchestrated by a malevolent demon, a devastating loss was inflicted upon our kingdom, shattering the very foundation of of our power and stability. The carnage left in the wake of this abyssal assault was nothing short of catastrophic. Among the fallen were Lady Coraline Sybil, Lord Lloyd von Sanctus, and Lord Lucius Tyrion. Both King Olivier and Crown Prince Esther made a heroic attempt to repel the foul monster. And while the profane demon was felled and defeated, the king and the crown prince tragically lost their lives in the ensuing battle. However, amidst the chaos and despair, a glimmer of hope emerged to prevent the kingdom from descending into further disarray. The Scared Lord himself descended from the heavens, restoring order and making a profound proclamation. In a selfless act to maintain the integrity and unity of Wivengard, the Scared Lord anointed his holy daughter as the new Queen of Wivengard. What? Ugh, again with this Scared Lord nonsense. This reeks of a violent political coup. Whoever this new queen is, I bet she's just another rotten noble. It says there's a picture of her on the next page. Oh, wait. What the fuck? We did it!
With credits!
Credits!
Oh god, we're doing the thing. After hearing about what happened to my former lord, I thought a lot about my actions. I won't ask you to forgive me, Your Majesty, but I want to continue to atone for all the harm I've caused.
I don't even remember that character.
He was, Pierce's butler.
Oh, okay.
I will continue my studies in the field of conjugation. With the kingdom in such disarray, it falls onto people like me to maintain order. Why are you looking at me like that? You took Leafy, remember?
Oh yeah, true. You're so right.
Well, I assume it's probably Leif or
Laffy. No.
Laffy dog.
They will be able to do this as a grant for your investment in the cafe. I feel partially responsible for what happened at the Imperial Academy. I'd like to make amends however I can. Don't worry about that. Business has been booming ever since we set up shop in Redfall.
Oh, but no more customers means more work for me.
Why is the text so fast?
Because it's the credits.
True.
It's an asymmetry game.
Yeah, that's true. I've been developing my macros ever since I began working on a lot of sculptures. I think I've got quite good at it.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You're going competent at it. That was a joke. You're probably the best necromancer I know. Aside from me, of course.
Damn. Stephen Charles. Acidic.
I'm sorry, but I still can't remember anything. But from what I read on the record, perhaps that's a good thing.
Even if your memories are gone, your crimes can't be changed. You still have to serve your sentence, but I do hope you can live out the rest of your life in peace. Shady Cicada. That's a good name. Sonic credits.
What are you looking at, punk? Wait!
Oh no, it's you!
Yeah, that crazy chick isn't with you, is she?
Why are you looking behind me, man?
You just calling me crazy?
Oh lord, run for it, Gavin!
Keep away from royalty. Apparently it's royalty that beat up them. But
so base royalty.
Good to see you, Mr. Cuthbert. From what I hear, you've certainly moved up in the world.
Yeah, a lot has happened. I don't even know where to begin.
He's lead prosecutor.
I'm glad to see Red Friend we're going well.
Well, I suppose I have you to thank for it. You're quite the... what did Her Majesty call you?
An angel investigator.
Yes, that's it.
Actually, I'm here on behalf of Her Majesty. We both had an idea for a business venture. And we think it would set a good precedent if we employed a company with pure business practices.
Oh, I think I like the sound of that. Yeah, he's lead prosecutor currently.
Ooh. That's cool. I still have much to learn about leading a noble house, but I hope I can bring House Frigga and Wivengard to a brighter future. I think it's about time we ended the constant feuding between Steelwinds and the Fraggers, and I'd like for us to work together. I may not know much, but that certainly sounds like a step in the right direction.
Tracker will do his best to help the Queen.
I appreciate the gesture, Tracker, but I don't think...
It's in gold, right? Tracker can dig for gold.
No, don't mine the gold, please.
Tracker yearns for the mines. I'll do Yuji. And that makes the checkmate, Cuthbert.
What?
Did you just lose?
No, I demand a rematch.
Learn to lose, but dignity with dignity for Lord's sake. I'm glad I kept him on with keep those armbands.
The smartest character in the entire game is the monkey.
True. To think that the Lord would sacrifice his daughter for the good of the kingdom. Dion, I want this job. Such humility, such sacrifice. I'm literally a queen. It's my occupation. Who wouldn't want this mantle? Actually, this job is kind of annoying.
Sorry.
Nah, as long as I have you with me, I'm happy.
No. The monkey would have outsmarted her. That's not true.
True.
The monkey should have been the main character, honestly.
You may have everyone else fooled, but I know how the story goes. A mage is still a mage, and a noble's still a noble. Come on, don't be like that. Hey, if you want me to prove me wrong, by all means. But I ain't holding my breath.
I suppose we have every reason not to trust those in power, but we are going to fix this kingdom, and we're going to do it within the confines of the law.
I think also Arya has her title changed. But
Oh.
I will have to wait. To pay attention
Yeah.
in these credits. I really wish he would just talk to us.
He needs
never
time to process everything that happened, and I don't think he'll be very receptive to us. At least, not right now.
Hire a therapist.
Do those
he did lose his
exist?
entire family. Probably. In the real world? No. The fake. Only fiction.
True.
Yeah, the crowdfunders.
Woo!
Are you okay?
Yes, I really appreciate you coming here with me. His actions were absolutely deplorable. I was hoping coming here would give me closure, but with funds sanctus and silver gone, we have had a much easier time repairing our kingdom. I feel uneasy about all this.
Let's see what you mean. He may have had good intentions, but you refused to let anyone work with him. Even with Eris, they were just using each other. I do think he really wanted to change Withengard, but he would only do it on his own terms. Even if he did end up achieving his goal, his legacy would leave behind was one of blood. No lasting peace or justice could have had as a foundation.
That's surprisingly mature of you.
Hey, I'm always mature!
Goodbye, Asta.
Yeah, we probably won't look at the new stuff for the updates for 2 because
Yeah, I don't want spoilers.
Blind.
Yeah. Are you kidding me, Ruby? What kind of ridiculous case was that? Weren't you the one who called a monkey to the stand during Beatrice's trial? Yeah, I suppose you have a point. Truth is often stranger than fiction. You should know that better than anyone. Oh my god, I just realized. This is what I've been doing to Arya? Hey, you're the one that wanted to be a lead prosecutor. I'm only filling in for her until we can find a qualified replacement. But if we ever get bored of life as a royal, there's always a spot open at my office. Oh.
I know the dev posted some new sprites as well as the new prosecutor.
I see they allowed you to keep your axe.
I thought I asked you to stop visiting me.
You did. I merely chose to ignore you.
McCoy's impertinence is rubbing off on you.
I'll take that as a compliment.
I am glad to see you in such good spirits. I suppose I underestimated you. Yeah, he's just in jail.
Yeah.
But officially he's dead. I guess.
Good for him.
To the public.
Yeah. I'm surprised they're not sentencing me to death. I suppose I should be grateful.
Yeah, we kind of need you alive so that when we know when Eris is back.
You're using me like a carony in a coal mine. I'm almost proud of you too. Although I am curious as to why she hasn't returned yet. Next game.
Well,
Oh. What the hell is this? Why are you preventing me from leaving?
Well, I can't very well let you make a fool of yourself the second time. You are not allowed to leave the Sixth Circle until I tell you otherwise. So says the word of Asmodeus.
Are you grounding me?
If You want to behave like a petulant child, I'll treat you like one.
I swear, when I get out of here.
What have I told you about speaking in future tense?
Okay.
So says the word of Amadeus.
So she's chilling in hell. Okay.
Yeah. Are you sure you don't want to move into the castle with us, Mom?
No, I've grown attention to this place. It was your father's and doesn't seem right. Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Anyways, I want you to give some privacy.
Mom!
Stop dragging your feet, Tyrion. I want to live to see my grandkids.
Mom!
House arrest. It's more like, I mean, it's straight up a grounding.
True.
She's grounded.
She's not chilling, she is burning in hell. I mean, what?
Now, I was wondering, you've lived for a really long time, right? I have. Do I have any siblings? No, I'm sorry. There was one many centuries ago, but I lost her. It was rare, even across the centuries, when I sought companionship. Dragons are magical beings, and the creation of offspring is rare. So much so that it's a miracle that you were born. I'm sorry, but you were alone. I don't really feel that way. I think I spend so much time with Arya that she's basically my sister. And Tyrion, well... Perhaps I should have some words with Mr. Cuthbert. Don't you dare!
You guys need it. You are still not on the next level, guys. Please.
Oh no, we're in the P's. The R's.
True.
So we meet again, Crimson Demon. Who keeps telling people about that nickname?
Who knows? It could have been anyone.
Tyrion. You don't like it? I could help you come up with a new one. I'm good, thanks. How about Scaled Empress? Okay, I actually really like that one.
Nice. I mean, that is epic. Scaled Empress?
Why, Cuthbert? I have everything ready for you tonight.
It's nothing.
Oh.
Pretend like you don't know anything.
What? Oh, I see. It's for her. What are you doing?
It's a surprise.
Hey, whatever you say. No more thunders. Oh wait, no, never mind. They spread them out, I guess.
Duh.
Hey, why'd you bring me out here?
Oh, I have to click. It's the other message.
I'm not usually this secretive. Also, I made like, I while you when you start the investigations, I'm gonna quickly eat. Like, I have like steel tenders that are just here.
Oh, yeah, sure, no problem. We'll wait for you. I mean, I'm gonna have to change streams anyway, so. How much do you have left? How much do you need? Like,
1.5 tender is fine.
Okay.
I snuck in all the bites I could.
Oh, that was really tough for the credit sequence.
Yeah. And you know what? Murders does the same thing. Although the credits, it is a weird thing where it has the credits and then the gameplay of like catching up with everyone on the left.
Oh.
With the credits going on the right. And I'm like, I have two eyes. I'm like looking at both. It's like, who's the studio that voice acted? Cool. Oh, I'm missing the story. I don't know if that was better or worse. Stop making autoplay credits.
Yeah, especially so fast. Come on, man. I feel like in Ace Attorney, most of the time, at least you can still read it. Not okay. To be fair,
no. You haven't tried voicing them.
I was about to say.
Speed.
I was about to say, yeah, true. I remember struggling in Great Ace Attorney with Kratos. Yeah. I guess it's just different if you have to read it out loud.
It's true.
Yeah.
You're not usually this secretive.
Come on, it's a surprise.
Wait, is that a boat? Incubation Queen, I'm gonna be okay. I thought you were really prone to motion sickness.
I'm still lead prosecutor. Don't worry, I've done this plenty of times before.
Alright, if you say so. Tyrion, it's really dark. Are you sure it's this is safe? Are you trying to kill me?
Yes, I mean, what? Yeah, there will be plenty of light soon. Are we going to do the tangled thing on the scene?
No.
In about 3, 2, 1.
How?
Right on schedule.
You knew this would happen?
During certain times of the year, the ley lines around Oronex become extremely potent. A lot of the businesses here take advantage of this to charge the arcane power cells in their homes. And those effects are amplified when they do it simultaneously. This is what happens when they synchronize with each other. It lights up the entire city.
Such a nerd.
Rude. But it's beautiful, right?
Yeah, it is.
My mom used to bring me out here before everything happened. You're the only other person I've ever shown this to.
I really miss being able to spend time with you like this.
Yeah, me too.
Am I the only one who sees a face in the castle in the background? I see it. I looked up and I see like he's got a mustache.
Yeah, I
he's
see.
Staring right at me.
He got little rabbit teeth.
It was so much simpler when you were just an attorney and I was your bodyguard. Oh, by the way, before
yeah.
I know, do you have any? Actually, no, never mind. I'll just continue.
What? Okay.
I'll ask it after.
Sure.
But now I'm the Scaled Lord's daughter, and you're the lead prosecutor. We barely get to see each other.
But at least we're together now. And you have something to remember whenever we're apart.
Yeah. This is so sweet. I love him so much. What?
Your thoughts are leaking, Celeste.
What do you... It's been so long, I forgot to...
Is something wrong? She's always had a habit of teasing you. So you can't help but enjoy putting her on the other end of for once.
I didn't really mean... Wait, no, I did mean it, but... I know this is a really rude thing to say. But I kinda hate the Eye of Horus sometimes.
I love you too, Celeste.
Okay.
You try to inch closer to her, but she's trying her hardest to avoid eye contact with you. But there's one way to... there's one way to make her meet your gaze.
Tyrion,
Do you not want this?
Of course I do. I wanted this for a long time. I always find myself smiling like an idiot when we're together. I don't think I've ever felt this happy before.
Your face inches closer to each other. Faces. You two may never be able to go back to your old lives. But moments like this make everything worth it.
They did it. They're not cowards.
They did
always
it.
Keep your promise, right?
No matter what happens, no matter where each of us goes, we go there together.
Good. Sorry, this is all a little too much. I'm feeling a little lightheaded.
Take all the time you need. Right now, we have all the time in the world. Oh, who are you?
You're not gonna see.
Damn.
Have you heard about what happened in Wyverngard?
Who are you? Should I be that?
Yep, sure.
23 High Inquisitor. Is that why you've called me here? This could have been in an email. Arch Sentinel?
Serious. How could we not know about this Tyrion Cuthbert? Keeping records on the Heavensborn is Lumina's responsibility, High Inquisitor.
Frey Cuthbert was always a slippery one. Even you couldn't track her. And he's just one Heavensborn.
Ilya, he brought the Lord of the Sixth to the court of bloody Azathoth.
Do you have any idea how the amount of damage they could have done to the multiverse there?
Oh god, no, please, no. No multiverse, please. I'm so sick of multiverses. You're worrying too
I'm tired,
much.
boss.
I just want to clock out. We're still here, aren't we? The multiverse is intact and everything is fine.
Ilya, he has the Eye of Odin.
No, the Eye of Horus. What?
I checked the data my drones collected. These readings, they are exactly the same as the one we gathered during our experiments with Frey. He awakened its power, albeit briefly. And he did it in front of the Lord of the Sixth. We must assume that the Lord of the Ninth knows it about it as well.
Come on, that's not possible. Oh, that's not possible. Even you said it was impossible to manifest Odin's power on the mortal plane.
Yeah, wait, Dean is right. They have emails and drones.
Yeah, I mean, it's the multiverse, you know? Anything goes.
Well, it's not like they're from the multiverse. They're clearly from the other country, the one that has the Celestials.
So we just have a big technology gap between Lumina and Uvengard. But, I mean, apparently there were supposed to be, like, wasn't it like this that the people of Uvengard weren't supposed to travel outside? So that would make sense.
I don't remember.
I think there was something like that where Celeste was like, oh yeah, I traveled a bunch, and Tyrion in his thoughts was like, wait, aren't you not supposed to not travel? Or
oh, right, yeah.
Something like that. Have you read?
Lord of the Night has begun moving its forces. He knows, Ilya. You know better than anyone else. Nothing is impossible when the House of Horus is involved.
Alright, you win. I'll look into this.
Besides discretion, if they ever find out what we did to the Frey.
I know. It could mean war with Uvengard.
Ilya. It could mean war with the entire Outer Planes.
To be continued.
See you in like a year or two.
Damn.
He said it would take like 2 years. And it's been a year, so maybe like give it 2025, 2026, who knows?
Oh wow, that's actually sooner than I was expecting. Exactly,
So,
you're right,
while I
Akron.
eat, and you want to end with your thoughts about the game?
Yeah. Sure. Ow. I was hitting myself on my desk. That's pretty professional. I think things are can Uvengard even do anything to these guys if they are so advanced? I don't know, man. I mean, if they have emails. Yeah. Two-way travel through dimensions, fighting legal battles. I mean, I do like this game. It was really fun. I think I stick to my opinion that the first case is really good, like a really good introduction. The second case is cool. The third case kind of drags a lot. The fourth is peak. And the fifth one, I mean, to be fair, the Empress of Discord battle was really epic. Not gonna lie. And the whole setup was really cool. So, yeah, I do like the finale. That was really cool. It did drag a little bit during the middle. Not gonna lie. But yeah, it's... I don't know, it's just... It's sad that you can really feel that they wanted to do so much more with this game than they could. Like, you really feel that it wasn't funded enough. Which is quite sad, but it is what it is.
That's the worst part for me, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they wanted to do so much more than they could, realistically. So, you know, I'm glad that they made the game in the first place, you know? This could have been like one of those stories where the game just never gets made because it was too ambitious, you know? So, the fifth one could have been Peak 2 if it was separated in two.
Also, like, I do have... I have some opinions about how the cases kind of play out and how
the way you acquire evidence and the amount of evidence you gather is just way too much.
Yeah.
Often, like, the gameplay, as much as, like, there is not really any stakes to the gameplay, you can lose no matter what. The, like, the filling in the blank kind of gameplay section is not kind of, it's just not fun.
Yeah,
it's not a fun segment.
That's true. Like, I don't know, the problem is that we didn't really have that much gameplay today. We had much more the last time, so I remember much more the Empress of Discord right now. But yeah, you're right. Like, you do have a huge amount of evidence, and especially since the icons all look the same sometimes, like especially in the last case, that was so bad. I mean, yes, it says autopsy or testimony, whatever, but if it has the same icon, you really struggle keeping up with what is what. So I don't like that. Also that the profiles aren't useless, but they don't really say a lot about the characters. That's also
they're
like
kind of useless. They don't say anything more than what you already know, which sucks.
Yeah, true.
That's why I like learning more about the characters.
Yeah, that's one thing. There's really not a lot of flavor text in this game, which again makes sense. I mean, to be fair, they had this one silly thing where I think it was in the in the third case, where we're in the tavern, and the tavern literally looks exactly the same like from the first case, and they made a joke about that, about how backgrounds are expensive or whatever.
Yeah, and here I literally have it saved. So is it just me, or this hallway looks similar to the one in your family's tavern? Well, most taverns use the same architecture. I don't think it's that strange. No, but it looks exactly like the McCoy Tavern. It's uncanny. It's as if whoever made this tavern decided to reuse the same design. Hey, making new designs is difficult, Tyrion, and it costs money. Do you think developers should be spending resources on a location you only see once? I don't know, it just seems kind of lazy. Well, if you bother you so much, why don't you pay for the assets required to make a new one? You decided to drop the matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, it's a step ladder. I agree.
Yeah, that one made me mad, but in a funny way. So I'm not actually mad. I'm just memeing mad. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just like when you investigate stuff, sometimes there's flavor text, but sometimes there isn't. So
yeah,
especially doing testimonies, a lot of time when you get something wrong, it's just like, oh, it's wrong, and go on. Like I think Omega was it? Who was always like, oh, say this and that, and you know, in the game where you have to like make a sentence, like say a silly sentence, but I'm like, well, I would if it made a difference, if I get a little flavor text, then I would, but if I don't get anything, then I'm just gonna try to get it right in the first place. So
yeah.
I don't know. It's
honestly,
just
the recalling the like most things are for like gameplay purposes only, not like actually having fun.
Yeah, and like again,
which I will say, you know, there are bad ends in murders on the Yangtze River, and like after playing like both of them, they're both like different ways to do an Ace Attorney like follow up, pretty much, or, like a spiritual spiritual game. But I don't know, like that game does a lot more, I think, and it makes me sad to think like I think I like the characters more in Tyrion, but otherwise like I'd probably put it at the same level of like put it in the same like place as like the first Ace Attorney in my mind, where like it has like it's like it has its issues, but it's still fine.
Yeah.
Where compared to Murders, where I feel that like reaches like high. It's pretty good. It's pretty dang good.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously can't like judge that because I haven't played Murders.
Yeah.
But I am very excited to play it, and yeah, I don't know. It's just, normally I wouldn't mind that the game doesn't have too much flavor text, because I'm also not one who gets always the wrong answers in Ace Attorney, because sometimes I just want to get through, you know. Like I wouldn't. But in this game, it's just kind of extreme, especially since when like there were points where I really were just spamming evidence, you know, just bam, 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 because I just didn't know, like in some. But you were just really just doing it like evidence. You didn't even have like a lot of in between, and you didn't really need to think that much. You could just spam it, and I don't like that. I usually like to at least try to think of what we're trying to say.
Also, like the assets that like you get, and like it, like the there's like things that like clearly you could tell needed to, like for example the maids, they're twins, and you never see them in the same scene together.
Yeah. I mean I mean you can also clearly see when some assets or like sprites were just
when the
redrawn.
monkey is supposed to take off his head. Well, yeah.
Like
when the monkey is supposed to take off the hat, like you never get to see that sprite.
Yeah.
You just see everyone's reaction.
I just find it funny because a lot of like Asta's sprite near the end, like when he was crossing his arms, there was like clearly Celeste's sprite. He had one that he had another one that looked like I think like Eris Eris looked like her panicked sprite looked like Beatrice's or whatever. So I don't know. You can see a lot of the poses that were just transferred to different characters, but I don't mind that. It's all these little things that you notice, which may kind of I don't know, just drags down the experience a bit. Like I don't know. I like that this game is so heavily inspired by Ace Attorney because I really like the Ace Attorney gameplay, and I think they're doing a decent job at it. But it's just not great, you know? It's just too much evidence, too much of it looking the same, too much, like, sometimes it's irrelevant, or maybe you're just... I mean, to be fair, I also played this in a very bad manner of, like, having, like, month in between play sessions. So if you forget what happened, like, earlier, then, good luck with that. To be fair, the old Ace Attorney games are also like that, so, sometimes you feel like, oh yeah, I could just restart. I mean, obviously I wouldn't do this for this, but yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
It was just, especially like...
Is there any file you want for the thumbnail? I have the ripped CTs if you need.
Ooh, I don't know if I want... What's a good thumbnail? I don't think the kiss is the thumbnail. That's too much of the spoiler. Maybe the one before that, where they're just standing together. Or maybe... Actually, the one with Arya and Celeste is also really cute. I don't know. I think...
I'll just send them all. How about that?
Yeah. I think I cut the game a lot of slack because I consider it more of an Ace Attorney fan game than a separate game, and that aspect better than most. I mean, I wouldn't...
Here's the thing, though. It costs more. The thing is, like, it's still a $20 game, and I think about like the other experiences you can have for $20. Also, and then Murders is $15 for me, and I'm like, oh god.
Also, I think you can't really call this a fan game because all of the characters, the entire setting, everything is original. Like, just because it uses the same gameplay system and not even like all of it, like it has even its own twists. I don't think you can call that a fan game at that point. I think that's just a new game which is inspired from Ace Attorney, which is completely fine, and I really appreciate that. Also, I do want to say that I do like the arguments a lot, but sometimes I'm too stupid, but I like them a lot. Those always had like really cool vibes. It's just one thing I just remember talking about the gameplay. Also, just really like the concept of magic being used in Ace Attorney style games. Yeah, that's really cool. But I at the same time, I still feel like they didn't really use the spells that much. Because, like...
The spells are very contextual, but, like, you always get, like, way too many spells that don't matter.
Yeah, like, the whole spell section in the last case was so long, but we used, like, 3 or maybe 4 or whatever. Like, we didn't even use, like... a fraction of those. I feel like it's like, I don't know,
it's all meant to be like red herring evidence pretty much,
yeah.
It's kind of not fun, like cool to have because it just makes it more confusing.
Yeah, especially
you don't just remember what they use.
Yeah, and especially since you also have so much other evidence that's way too much, and sometimes like you use it once at the beginning and then we don't clear it out or sort it at the bottom or whatever. So
right.
Yeah. Did we actually use 10 spells? I feel like we only used like the stone skin, the feign death, maybe the frog one.
But like once you have them, you keep, like once you use all this evidence, like that, like you have to just keep onto it. And you're like, if you come back to it, you're not going to remember that you already used these evidences.
Yeah. Like I said, it's...
There's no autosave, which is also weird.
Yeah, the autosave. Please, autosave.
There's an autosave after, before every decision in Yangtze.
Yeah.
That was
nice. That's very nice. I mean, to be fair, they couldn't really predict that I would be streaming the game and my PC would crash all the time. But it did, and not having autosave really, really screwed me over sometimes. Not gonna lie. That was not a lot of fun. But yeah, that's more my PC and not a fault of the game, but please autosave. Hopefully they fix it up for the stuff in the sequel. Yeah. I mean, the sequel wasn't crowdfunded, right? The sequel's just...
I don't know if they will. We'll see. Like,
yeah.
He's shown, like, he's developing it right still.
Okay. So he might crowdfund more of it.
Maybe. But I think he already... I forget what he said. I have on Twitter, but...
Well, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
You'll get reminded it exists eventually.
Yeah. I feel like maybe you will remind me at the latest.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't want to follow him because I don't want to see the spoilers for the next game. So it's not... You can't wishlist it on Steam yet, right? Because
no, there's no listing for it or at all. So
yeah,
I mean, we'll figure it out eventually. Well, people will know.
Yeah. Maybe you guys will tell me in the chat.
Exactly.
The dev said I'm not gonna crowdfund it for now. I'll see if I need to. Okay. So this actually did go on for longer than I thought. Because I thought it was gonna be like an hour or 1 hour and a half or whatever, and not like 2 hours and 40 minutes. But do you still want to play some Ace Attorney Investigation with me?
Yeah.
I'm willing to go for like maybe an hour and 50 minutes or whatever. Not too late, but still a bit. So guys, those were all my thoughts, the ones I currently have. I will probably have way more thoughts when I'm done with this game and going to sleep, and then I will think about it the entire night. But yeah, and I'm not good at articulating something once when I immediately beat it, but it's okay. Anyway, we are gonna continue with Ace Attorney Investigations 2, the first case. We are pretty close to beating it, but I don't think we're gonna beat it this time. I don't think we have enough time. But I'm gonna send you guys the link in the chat because I have made a new stream for that because I don't want the VODs to be in the same thing. So I have already scheduled it. I just need to make it public. Do I make it public? I scheduled it for 8:15, by the way. I was a bit...
What time is it now?
9...
Oh, right,
9:45. So, yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah, link. Go here, everyone. And, Lozo, if you want to shout anything out before we move over, you can do that right now.
Shout out to my my friend Solia,
who is in the description, by the way. I did.
Who's in the description?
I did keep the link.
But you know, we've been doing on the Yangtze River, and also we've been doing Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, depending on like availability usually, and that's been great.
Yeah. So. Go follow them, follow Lozo, follow me. Follow the link, because I will see you guys. I see one person is already there. We will be continuing with Ace Attorney Investigations 2, first case, in a few minutes. I just need to restart the new stream. And with that, I hope everyone had a good time with this. Everyone who's watching the VODs, not WOTs. The bot also had a good time. I can't talk anymore. It's
if you're watching this via Doom and playing via WAD, I guess.
You know, Doom can run on anything, you know?
That's true.
So can this stream, apparently. I will see you guys either in a few minutes or the next time I stream. Bye-bye.
Bye.